Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness, a daily podcast devoted to spirituality and self-help. If you're new, I want to welcome you. If you're returning, welcome back. So today I want to talk to you about finding peace in times of turbulence and trial. We all want to live a life that's full of happiness and joy, but let's face it, we are human and we are here to learn and to grow. And that means that the universe is going to throw some experiences our way that are not going to feel good at the time. They're going to make us uncomfortable. And the reason is because it pushes us to be better people. It pushes us to learn, to grow. But when you're going through these experiences, it can be quite painful. And it can be uncomfortable. So today I want to tell you or show you how you can keep your peace and remain balanced emotionally as you're going through these times of trial. It isn't always easy to look past what's happening around you, but it is so important. When you start allowing yourself to doubt the process and to doubt what's happening, you allow fear to creep in, uncertainty, and let's face it, many of us are creatures of habit. We don't want surprise. We don't want change. We don't want things that we can't depend on or count on. But the truth is, when you go through a spiritual awakening, everything gets turned upside down. It's like everything that you thought you knew, you no longer know. It was no longer the truth. And that can be very, very confusing, and it can be frustrating, especially those of you who reached out after I did my episode on where do I fit in. I had people contact me and say, oh my gosh, I was like, you're speaking directly to me. I really have been feeling like I'm going crazy lately. And I get it because I've been there. You're wondering, what is this that I'm going through and why is this happening to me right now? You know, I just want to get through my life and I just want to be happy. So why is this happening now? And the truth is that the reason it happens is to help us become better. Most of us would never move our feet and move out of our current situation if the universe didn't have a hand in it. We would just be happy being comfortable where we were. But the truth is, many of us were made for great things. We were made to do things. For me, it's helping others. And if I had never gone through a spiritual awakening, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd still just be getting up every day and going to work and teaching and feeling like something was missing, but not really sure what. And now, because I've gone through this awakening, I know what was missing. I know I wasn't doing all the things I was supposed to be doing. And experiencing it now, even though the beginning stages of it, the beginning stages were very, very frustrating for me and confusing. I'm like, what is going on? And I was really struggling to find where I fit in. Once I found my place, everything became so much clearer and everything felt so much better. But it's a process, like we said. And once you're on it, it doesn't mean like you'll feel better and then it's great, everything. No, unfortunately, it kind of goes back and forth. It's like you'll feel really good for a while and then you don't feel good and then you feel good. And it's this process of healing all this stuff because it's like an onion, as I've said before. You have to get to all of these layers. So as you remove one layer and you heal that, it's like, oh, I feel better. But then something else in life comes along and it triggers you, and then you feel bad again. until you heal that, and then you feel better, and then you get to another layer. And I know some of you are listening like, oh crap, how many layers do we have to get through? But I promise you, you'll get through it, and it will be okay. And that's what I want to talk about today, because as we're going through this process, you can make it a lot harder for yourself by resisting and by reacting emotionally to everything that happens to you, and thereby failing your lessons and having to keep repeating them. Or you can do what I will suggest today, which will help you to get through the lesson without losing your peace. And you will probably learn your lesson, and you won't have to learn that ever again. And I don't know about you, but it's much easier just to learn the lesson. It's kind of like, I remember when my daughter was little, she was probably 2, and she had a fever, and the doctor, of course, said, oh, we'll give her ibuprofen. And that child did everything in her power to not take this medicine. She would spit it right back out at me. And I was never so glad when they invented clear medicine, because for the longest time I'm like, why? Why is it red? Why is it staining everything she spits it out on? And I mean, it would be one of those things where I'm trying to figure out how in the world to get her to swallow it without being abusive, like, oh my gosh, she's got to take this medicine. And she would never want to do it. She fought it the whole time. And the thing is, she had to take it. So she would get a little bit each time, right, that I would try to give it to her. I wasted a lot of medicine, but she eventually got what she needed. But it took probably like 10 times trying to get it to her, and me being completely frustrated by the end of it and ready to just throw the bottle of ibuprofen out the window. I was so mad that she wouldn't take it. And the lesson that I learned from that, and why I'm showing this example to you, is that that's like us. It's like the universe gives us a lesson, and instead of just rolling with it and trying to be in that go with the flow attitude, we fight it. We're like, no, I'm not doing this. This isn't happening to me right now. This can't happen. And we fight it. And what happens is that we make things a million times worse for ourselves. And I'll give you an example. As you've all heard me talk about, I changed jobs this year, and I had to. It was for the best, because I needed to be here for my children, my son especially, and he is doing so much better. Like, I can't even believe it. It's amazing how much he's turned around, and he still has a lot of work to do, but like his grades, his attitude, all of that. He will just come up to me now and say, I love you, and like go and do something for me. I mean, it's just, he's like a different kid, and I'm so happy for that. And I know I needed to be here, but as I told you before, I had to take a pay cut. And being a single mom, it's like, oh no, the fear started, right? I'm not going to have enough. It started. And I gave into that feeling for about maybe a month, which is actually like, I know you're thinking a month. I wasn't focused on it, but I mean, I just would allow that to occasionally creep in, and then I'd try to distract myself and get rid of the thought. But for about a month, the thought would come and go, and I'd try to dismiss it and try to think of something else. And what would happen is every time that I was a little worried or thought something wasn't going to work out, money would just show up. And I'm not saying that to say, oh, believe in fairy tales. No, it's just, the thing is, the universe, the power of the universe is infinite. Anything can happen, and you have to believe that at all times. And you have to believe that the universe is working on your behalf behind the scenes, because it is. I started changing the way that I started approaching things. Instead of saying, I need money, I started changing it to, I'm so glad I have it. It's already mine. And when I would pay my bills, instead of fretting or worrying, I would just say, I'm so happy that I'm able to pay my bills. The money is always there, and I always have leftover. And when I have leftover, I can give to others like others have helped me. And by changing just my attitude and the energy and the way I thought about money, the way money came in changed. Because when I was in that worry state, I was still being taken care of. I had people who stepped up and were like, oh, here, I want to help with this, or I want to help with that, which was great. But also I'm one of those people, I'm like, we've done this whole podcast about asking for help. So I kind of had to let that go too. But I wanted to have the money, like I wanted to be also like in charge, like to feel like I'm the one capable of doing anything. So I also changed that I know money can come in any way, but I want to bring it in myself, and I want it to be easy. And so then I got this idea, the universe said, hey, why don't you try this new marketing strategy with your business? Go try this and see what happens. And it was like seriously like just an idea that popped into my head that and this can happen. We can just even get ideas that help us. So I did, and then appointments just started filling up like crazy, and it was incredible. I was so happy and grateful and like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. But in order to get to that, I had to let go of the worry, of the fear, and I had to change the way that I talked about money. Because for some of us, I think that even in our requests, our prayers, we aren't necessarily asking for the right thing, or we're not wording it right. And honestly, that may seem like, so what, big deal that I word it this way. It's important. It's important what you say and how you say it. Like, I told a client, when you're wanting to find your soulmate, instead of saying like, oh, thank you that, I'm going to meet this person. Instead, say, thank you, I know we've already met. He's on his way. He's here. We've already met. So when you do that, it's like you're claiming it, and you're in the vibration of being in alignment with whatever the thing is that you want. So it's important to start thinking about, how are you asking for things, and are you getting in the vibration of having it? It's a feeling, remember. So when you're going through times that are kind of tough, where you're feeling panicked or stressed out or whatever, when you're allowing those feelings of worry, fear, anxiousness take over, you're actually delaying the progress that you're supposed to be making. So what you need to do instead, number one, I always say, stop focusing on the future. Okay, it's great to think about the things we want to manifest. And I say, yes, take a little time every day just to look at the things you know you want and just be like, oh, I'm so grateful I have this and thank you. But don't focus on it, okay? Because one of the things of manifesting is you let it go. We let it go. And then you live your life every day, focusing on all the blessings you already have around you. Okay, like this morning, I did not want to get out of bed. I truly did not want to get out of bed this morning. I was so tired. I didn't sleep well. I did a meditation last night before I went to bed. And I don't know, for some reason, I woke up like every hour. So I didn't sleep very well. And I did not want to get out of my very warm bed because it's freezing outside. But I have a choice in that moment to say, okay, this is going to be a bad day. Things are going to continue happening and it's just going to be horrible. But I didn't. I said, I can't wait to see what's going to happen today. I can't wait to meet all the new clients who are coming to me today. I cannot wait to teach today. I can't wait to do, and I have a whole list of things that I can't wait for. Because when we focus on the good, then we're at peace. When we focus on the present moment. But if you're sitting there focusing on, I don't feel well, I know a lot of you have said, yeah, I'm having headaches and I'm having aches and pains. Like, They call that the ascension flu, like when you're up leveling, like you'll feel illness. And then the real flu is actually going around lately too. So maybe you just don't physically feel well. And I would say to you in those moments, make sure that you're stopping to take care of yourself. So sometimes we have to take a day. We just have to take a day, and we have to lay in bed and rest and watch nonsense TV just to feel better. We have to take care of ourselves. And if you are feeling achy and you have the pains or whatever, Reiki is something that can help with that. You can do meditations too. Those do sometimes help. Taking the hot bath or a hot shower, that helps. Using the essential oils, all that stuff. But make sure that you're taking time for yourself and that you're not allowing your mind to focus on what's not going right. Because it's like a spiral. The more you look at what isn't going right in your life, you're going to think your whole life isn't going right. You're just going to start seeing more and more things to be upset about. On the other hand, if you focus on the blessings in your life, you're going to find more and more things to be happy about. And you're going to realize how great your life is. Even if you're not where you want to be right now, that's okay. As I always say, you are not where you were 6 months ago, and in 6 months from now, you're not going to be where you are now. You're going to be in a better place. So focus on all the things that you have in your life that you love, the things you want to see in your life that you know are on the way, and don't focus on the lack. Because when we focus on the lack, we're playing the victim. That's not a fun place to be, and you're just attracting more of that. Think about all the people you know. When you're around negative people who just constantly gossip or gripe about others, like when I'm around people like that, I just want to run as far and fast away in the opposite direction. Because I'm like, oh, these people are miserable, because it rubs off on you. It really does. So, practically speaking, if you're feeling like you're having a difficult time, what is it that you're doing in your life? I would urge you to make sure, especially in these times where things feel like they're very hectic and confusing, that you have a routine in place to help you. So for me, that's getting up in the morning and doing my I am affirmations. It's maybe doing a quick meditation. Now, I don't meditate in the morning because I'd rather have a little extra sleep, but I meditate at night. But some people do both, and I think that whatever works for you, and there are short little meditations in the morning you can do. I have one if you subscribe to my website, and it's 3 minutes long. It's the morning meditation, and then there's an evening meditation. So if you go and subscribe, they're totally free. You can use that every day. Maybe do some affirmations. Go to YouTube. Oh my gosh, there's some great ones on YouTube. And if you have a drive, just start saying them while you're driving. Or, listening to things that are going to make you feel better, that will uplift you while you're on your way to work. It's all about setting the tone for your day. And then if you start to feel kind of crappy, do a tapping. Think about, what is the emotion that I'm feeling? Am I feeling scared that I'm not enough? Am I feeling lack? What am I feeling? And then go look for a tapping. Like I say, just go to YouTube and you can search for a tapping for whatever feeling it is you're feeling. Or you can just search for Brad Yates or Nick Ortner. They both have tappings on YouTube. Now, I know Brad's are all free. Nick's, I think sometimes you have to pay for them. But Brad's are free. They're great. The longest they ever are is like 10 minutes. And there are other people out there too, because I know I've seen there's a woman who does tappings for money. So I know there are other people who do them too. So I would go out there and look for a tapping and just tap when you don't feel well. It really does help. When we know we're not feeling right and something's going on, it's the universe trying to get our attention. Like, what do we need to heal today? Like, what are we focusing on? And sometimes it's just a reminder that we need to change our focus and change our attitude And sometimes it's, hey, there's a deeper issue going on and I need to address this. So you can do that either with a meditation, with a tapping. Journaling is a great way. If you're not really sure, what is this all about? What am I feeling? Just sit down with your thoughts and journal for a little bit and just see. It's always something. For me, sometimes I'll feel a certain way and I'm like, I don't know why I'm feeling this way. And I sit down and do a little journaling exercise and I'm like, oh, that's why. Yeah, this is what it was all about. But what I do know is it's really important that you clear your space every day. You know, if you're an empath, you pick up on other people's emotions and that can weigh you down. Sometimes you might be feeling things that aren't even coming from you. So it's important to clear your energy. And if you take showers in the morning, a great way to do that would be in the morning to visualize the water washing away all the negative energy. But if you don't, you can imagine that, a light is coming down, God's light, through the top of your head, all the way through your body that's clearing the energy and space. Just do a quick little clearing. That's all you have to do. And maybe there's a heavy energy in your home. Every once in a while, I just go through and sage my home and ask that all negative energies be removed, because the energy stays behind after situations happen in the home, like if arguments or whatever. So it's not a bad idea to clear your space either physically. There are a lot of things we can do, but I'm telling you the most powerful thing you can do is to choose what you're focusing on. Not choosing to focus on I don't feel well today, but rather I'm having a great day. I'm having an awesome day. I love what I do. And then looking around and finding all the things that you have to be grateful for, to be blessed for. Life can be stressful. It can be overwhelming. And if we let it, we can get to the point where we just don't even want to deal with it anymore. And we just want to shut down. But that is not going to serve you. So it's super important that you balance your energy, you get grounded, and focus on all the things that you love about your life. And more of that will come in. I want to thank you for being with me today. And I did want to pull a card for you. So today the card is from the Heart Thoughts deck by Louise Hay. It's, I trust the process of life to take care of me. Today is a new day. I will have many wonderful new experiences. I am loved, I am safe, and so it is. I really love that. I mean, if we could just get up every day and say, today I'm going to have many wonderful new experiences. I love that, because it's like we're claiming what our day is going to be like, instead of saying, well, I don't know, who knows what today will hold. Instead of saying that, we're saying, no, I know today is going to hold some amazing blessings. And I really love that. And so I think we should be doing that every day, starting off every day that way. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you would like to work with me, this is the last week. If you purchase a session with me by Sunday, you can still receive 40% off. It's an awesome time, especially if you've ever thought about doing a coaching package or a Reiki package, because my packages are also 40% off. It's just my way of saying thank you to all of you for being with me and for following me. I know the holiday season can be stressful, and why not take care of yourself? So I wanted to make it more affordable to do some self-care for you. So if you want to get in on the 40% off, all you have to do is email me at melissaoatman77@gmail.com, or you can message me, you can text me or message me on social media, and I will schedule your appointment with you and then send you a PayPal invoice. You don't have to have PayPal to pay the invoice, but online, if you try to pay, there's no way to add in a 40% discount. PayPal, just the option isn't there for what I use. So I can do it that way. So if you try to go online, you will not see the 40% discount there. It will be me sending you an invoice. So if you want to know what the price will be, it's just 40% off of what the price is that you see online. and I would love to work with you. So get a hold of me now, even if you don't have time to book it right now. If you pay for it now, we can schedule it later. And I also am offering gift certificates if you'd like to purchase a session for someone else as a gift. What a great way to say I love you by sending someone something that's going to heal them. I think that's awesome. If you want to order my new card deck, Divine Whispers, you can order that on my website. You can just directly purchase it from the website, and then your cards will be ordered, and you just need to allow about 2 weeks for shipping. I want to thank all of you who have already worked with me. I love doing what I do, and I want to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to help you heal. Thank you for listening to my podcast. If you like it, please share it with others. Please subscribe, and please leave me feedback, and I want to thank you for all of you who have already done that. Don't forget to join me on Facebook Lives Mondays at 5:30 Central. Also, if you follow me on social media, I do post videos on Instagram as well that have little mini readings, so you can follow me there. And as I mentioned earlier, if you haven't already subscribed to my website, if you do so, you will receive a free morning and evening meditation as your gift from me. I want to thank you again so much for joining me. I know that you are going to see amazing and wonderful blessings in your life today. And I am sending you so much love and light. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.